Alright, hello there everyone, Souls17 here, and I don't know this picture, not paid video. Alright, okay, so here's the thing. This is the birthday what if somebody asked for. Alright, I thought this was just a cool picture to use, because it has Ashura, Indira, Madura, Naruto, Sasuke, and Hashirama, so yeah, they asked for, like, Madara was like the reincarnation. Naruto, along with Ashura and Indira, combined into the high school DXD world. Like my Naruto was in high school DXD, but I just make him even more broken and everything. They asked for that, for their birthday, which was, well, it's still today, just the morning of the next day. So I'm still counting as today. Just the schoolwork I had to research, and I was making the video and just couldn't work on it. I was thinking of this what if. So before I even start working on my schoolwork, I'm gonna make this what if, and it's 1:36 in the morning. So that means I'm gonna make this what if, and I am going to then do my schoolwork after I upload it. So, to the person who wanted this, happy birthday. Anyways, how this is gonna start? It's gonna start similar to the Naruto High School DXD. What if the Sage of Six Paths makes Naruto go through time? But the thing is, though, the only way Naruto can ever be a reincarnation of Indira if he is an Uchiha. So just for the sake of it, I am having Naruto. Just like the same thing with my what if of Ashura and Indira's reincarnation is that Naruto's mom Kushina is an Uzumaki and an Uchiha and whatever else she is. All right. So, yeah. And that's how that's going to happen. So, basically, it's combining, like, the two things together I'm doing now. The Ashura and Indira, taught before they get reincarnated. It's Naruto. But the only difference is that they see Madara. They see Madara there. And, they just start talking to him. And he wants to have he died. He died. That's the only difference from canon. He did not live. He died. And so that's why he's gonna be reincarnated, but as Naruto, because he is an Uchiha, and there is a difference too, which there's gonna be no other Uchihas, so his eyes are gonna be going to, well, the Mangekyo, Eternal Mangekyo, without the blindness happening. So that's the only difference. Alright, gotta check something real quick. So yeah, I'm not gonna go through this, but let me just tell you this. It's the same thing like with my Ashura and Indira, and they see Madara, and they're like, Madara, why are you here? He goes like, I'm dead, so, but why are you here? And basically, they just start talking, and they tell them the reason why, and that he was influenced by Indira's, want for power and such. So Madara just, slaps him right across the face, Indira, and says, "You ruined my relationship with Hashirama, and I died. Thank you. So I think I deserve at least some slack and get a new life." So that was the whole entire thing. Yes, I made Madara just slap the freaking son of the Sage of Six Paths. One of them at least. Yes. So yeah. Anyways, though. So Madara's reincarnation, he still gets the half of the Nine Tails. No, he gets the full-on power of the Nine Tails. And the only difference is, he does not... Well, he gets the seal. The knowledge of the seal from, Minato. Only, like, But the Naito doesn't know that. Ashura, Indira, and Madara know that. Madara's personality is there. Naruto is Naruto, but he's more of a mixture between Madara, Indira, and Ashura. That is all. So like all those soul, like all three of them merge together to become one being, and it is Naruto. So he'll act cold, he will act mean, he'll act basically like he's above everyone else, like he's a god, and then he'll just act all nice and kind, and yeah. But I am not making him a freaking Gremry this time. I'm making also Minato and Kushina get reincarnated, and they adopt him. I don't care if someone's gonna complain about it. I'm just talking about it. I'm not doing this. Alright, but anyways, there's a lot of information that you guys need to know before I go on. That is why I'm doing this. Okay? If I just do it, everyone will be confused. I believe. I don't know. Alright, I need to stop. Okay. This is What If Naruto was the reincarnation of Madara, Ashura, Indira, and was in high school DXD. Part 1. Okay. So, like I said, everything goes to canon. And what I already explained, we're just passing all that. Sage of Six Paths, Obito. No, wait, no, not Obito. Obito never... Yeah, actually. Just because Madara is not dead. Just because Madara is dead doesn't mean Black Zetsu would not use Obito. So, yeah, everything goes the same. Obito tries, fails, and, well, the whole entire world doesn't break apart. That Kasuga dying, the plan failed, and, what's her name? Kaguya? Yeah, Kaguya dies, and she gets reincarnated. Reasons why. I just think it'll be funny to have a freaking humanoid version of a human version of Kaguya. I think that's how you just pronounce her name. I don't really care right now. I'm just trying to get this done so I can get to schoolwork. But yeah, so Kaguya gets reincarnated, and she is going to be in the school. I don't know if I'll make that the ship, but if so, a freaking god with a god. Naruto's essential will be God. If you really think about it. But anyway, so yeah. So the whole entire, at the orphanage happens. He's taken in. And we're starting off, though, where two people coming into the orphanage. Naruto is 5 years old. And he has been training. All he's been doing is training. The world doesn't use chakra much anymore. Only a select few people can use it. Naruto has all these memories of, basically, of his past lives, which he understands everything. But, he noticed these two people. One has red hair, long, and he thinks it looks beautiful, along with a man with yellow hair, blue eyes. And this is the reincarnation of Minato and Kushina. They're looking for a kid to adopt. Because, I'm just going to say, for plot's sake, they couldn't have a kid. So, they adopt. And they look at every kid, but they see Naruto. He's just training. And they ask about him. And, the person who's basically been just, taking care of every kid at the orphanage, just says, oh, him? We only know his name is Naruto and nothing else. He's basically, nobody ever asks about him because he never didn't introduce himself. He's always rude to the people who always try to talk to him. It's just, he's never interested in anyone. He believes he can be on his own. So, Kushina basically is curious, so she walks over. and she sees him just doing regular push-ups, but one-handed, for a 5-year-old. Which she asks him, "How are you able to do that if you're only 5?" And he goes like, "It's easy. Train every day, relax only for 3 days, and well, I just do this every week. That's it." She goes, "Do you study?" He goes like, "Yes. It's pretty easy." And so they just start having a conversation while he's working out, and he says he likes her hair. It looks very beautiful. And where she says, "You're the second person that to say that. Not many people think my red hair is beautiful." So Naruto just smiles and goes like, "Whoever said it was not are fools." So Kushina just waves over Minato. Minato starts talking to Naruto. They start having a conversation. He makes Minato laugh, and basically they say they'll take him. They'll adopt him. They ask him, and he says, "Sure, I don't mind. I like you guys." Which Kushina says, "You never liked any one of the other people, did you?" And he goes like, "It's more like I was waiting for somebody or some people, the right people." So yeah, and not just for plot's sake, it's Uzumaki. Oh, the name died off. So wait, no. Mm, mm. Eh, I don't think the Namikaze name was very used much. So let's just say the Uzumaki name, kept was being alive. So it's Naruto Uzumaki, which just smiles. He says he likes it, and basically he just remembers about the Uzumaki clan, how strong they were. And even though this world, he realizes right away when he was 4 that they don't have chakra, only a select few people can do it, and not many. And so, so basically, after he gets home, he didn't have much at the orphanage, so they immediately, go out and buy him stuff, but which he doesn't take much. He only takes a couple of clothing, books, and nothing like a kid would do. More like an adult. And basically, it's like he even gets like asked for like some materials to build stuff with, which they ask like, "Well," he goes like, "It's just something I'm interested in. I always like to build," which is a flat out lie. Well, it's sort of a thing. Like he has this interest in building. He was always building stuff at the orphanage, fixing things, curious of the technology and such. So yeah, I'm making him more of like a tech person a little bit, but he also does like he's gonna learn about chakra. Well, he already knows about chakra, so he's been kind of doing that when everyone's asleep, and he's gonna ready to do jutsus like the multi-shot clone jutsu. He has also met Kurama. Kurama has realized that this boy is 3 different people all at once. He has met Indira and Ashura, which he respects, and then he met Madara, which he hates. And Madara just says, "Silence, stupid fox." And he just says, "What do you call me?" And Naruto just says, "Both of you, silence already. You guys are both annoying." And they both just look at Naruto and say, "Shut it." And that was when he was 4.5. So yeah, so basically, I'm not going over through his past, but very much. But a lot of things happened where Naruto has protected people. He has gone to fights. He has saved people. He has met Issei, and Issei is just Issei in this one. I'm making him just no, 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 no. I am making him half of who he was. I'm making him more smarter, way more way more smarter, way more respectful, and he still is who he is, but his dream will be to outshot, to basically try and beat Naruto, try to get stronger to fight Naruto. That will be his goal, and his only goal. So yeah. But anyways, we're starting this. So basically, after we're having a time skip to, let's say the day of the anime. No, not the day of the anime. The day where the day where Issei meets Azia. Yeah, and them just hanging out. So Naruto's walking back from the library, reading a book, book of poems, with a bag also filled of, well, he was returning books from the library. This is his own personal one, but he also went to the technology store because he was building, or should I say, refixing a computer that he has, a laptop. He's rebuilding it. He basically accidentally broke it because it crashed on him and he hated it. So he basically broke it by accident, and now he rebuilt it and reprogrammed the whole entire processor. So what happens is he's basically walking by the park, and he sees Issei with a girl, which he just side glanced it, and so he basically sees her leave with a man, a priest, but he senses, well, not he doesn't sense it. Kurama does. Also, just to mention, Naruto has his Sharingan. He has gone in the Mangekyo, actually the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, and he's been keeping it hidden. He has told his parents about who he is, and that they look exactly like his birth parents. But he thinks they're the reincarnation of them, so it's kind of funny. Also, they are like past people. Like there is a reincarnation of Ino Hanata. Well, Ino, Hanata, Neji, Lee, Sasuke, and Sakura. There's a whole bunch of people that are reincarnated in this one. But they're gonna be like the background characters at school. The characters that you only see at school, nothing else, unless I put them in. But anyways, so oh yeah, Sakura is still useless in this one. Don't worry, guys. Sasuke is not the emo. He's way more happier, since the Uchiha clan is technically like gone ish. He still killed Orochimaru. So yeah, but anyways, so yeah, so Naruto basically just follows them. Basically, he thinks. Well, he hears Kurama says, "That man, yeah, there's evil on him. Follow him." And Naruto says, "Right." So basically, he follows them, and this is actually for a good 45 minutes, until the man tells her that they're gonna. Well, they follow them back to the church, in which he hears the man just tell her that tonight is the special night. Where's the ceremony? So be ready for this. And she says, right. And Naruto doesn't like it, so he says he has to go back and get his tools. In which he just goes. He basically body flickers over. No. He does the flying Raijin. Since Kurama has been around with Kushina, he told him about the flying Raijin, and believe it or not, I am making Kushina and Minato at the present timeline of High School DXD timeline, be just like, how can I say it? Like they have chakra, they are chakra, and the reincarnation of Minato has the Nine Tails, has half of the Nine Tails in him. Reasons why is Sage of Six Paths. That's gonna be explained in this part, so don't worry. But anyways, so he basically gets home in his room, which Kushina walks in and she goes, "Oh, you're back?" He goes, "Yeah, Kurama told me about a priest that had a scent of evil on him, so and there was a girl there, I don't know what's gonna happen, and I don't care, I'm going to go and save her." In which Kushina just walks over and just grabs his face, and she looks into his eyes, in which she says, "Just be safe."
And if she needs a place to stay, then bring her here, alright? And Naruto just nods. So he basically, he had like his jacket on, so he basically just throws it off, opens up his closet, and he has a freaking like armor of nowadays. Like it's made of different like pieces of armor. Like you say, like a bulletproof vest. He has made it into something else. He has made it into like an actual like full on like if a bullet hits it, it'll like fly off and stuff. He has multiple like weapons like kunais and shurikens, paper bombs and such, and and basically he also has well one of the weapons from Madura, not the fan. Let's say like the blade. So yeah, and he has like a mask and a headband, like a demon mask, basically. No, he just has a mask, like the Ambu mask, but it's a form of a demon and such. And he has like a hood, so it would so no one will see his hair. And the blade goes on the back of him basically, and he just gets all geared up. Boots, pockets, pants. I mean, the basically pouches for his like shurikens and kunais and such. And he has the marks of Lucia and Uzumaki clan on him, in which Kurama and just says to Ashura and Indira Madara. Because they've been training him, well, even though they're like make up all his personality, they're like fused, to main Naruto, he is still, they are still separate in his mindscape, and they have like taught him different things. So he just asks, for some reason, I sense strange energy in there. Do you think he'll be ready? He goes, there have been strange beings in this world, my father said a long time ago. Indira said to, Kurama. And Madara asked, what do you mean? He was like, he met two beings, one with black wings and one with white, but they had multiple wings. And there was basically, this was in a different land when it happened, but there was a great war during the time period and such. And so, and he asked, Madara's intrigued, so is Kurama. So they explained that it was of three different beings. One with black wings, with one with another like said black wings, but they had feathers, and one with white wings. We don't know who they. Well, my father did not know who they were, but all he heard was fallen angel, and demon. Well, not demon, devils. I meant to say. And so Kurama just says, "Huh, interesting. Why have an eye?" He goes, "It was in a different land, Kurama. That's why." I was like, "I see." So, yeah. So basically, Naruto rushed, to get over to the place. He basically body flickered all the way over there, going off buildings, thinking about who she is and what's gonna happen. And he just gets pissed. So he activates the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan right away, along with the Kurama eyes, and he just starts blitzing over there. So when he gets there, though, it is like it took him a while to get all set up. So basically, it's dark, and this is where Issei, Rias, Akeno, Kaneko, Kiba, are there. Also, like, so basically, when Rias and Akeno are dealing with the fallen angels, Naruto gets there. He basically sees them attacking Rias and Akeno. Before they can use their magic, Naruto comes out of nowhere, puts chakra into the blade, and and basically it's lightning. It says lightning blade, like lightning style, like not lightning blade, but lightning scythe. And then he just slashes, and the blade and the lightning did turn to a scythe, and it just killed all of them. Which Naruto lands when they see the demon mask on him, the Oni mask basically, and they just they're about to say who, as Naruto just body flickers away to the church. So he gets basically when they find the area. No, Naruto gets it before Issei, Kanako, and Kiba, and he gets in there. Like he bashes right through the window before they even enter. He takes out the guys that are in there, very quick and clean. And then next thing he finds the secret. He finds the exit. I mean the entrance, and there are like a whole like when he gets all the way to the bottom, he sees Asia, you know, the priest, along with I have no idea who this girl's name is. Okay, so Reina, I think that's how you pronounce her name. I don't really care right now. She's basically gonna die anyways. She's basically the priest. Reina are seeing who he is, and they say like, "Who are you?" And there's like a whole bunch of people, and all he just does is says, "Tsukiyomi," and all of a sudden like everyone just like those three people. I mean, basically everyone looked. So when they see the term Mangekyo Sharingan, and he just says Tsukiyomi, he puts them there. Like the people who were just like in the close and stuff passed out. The priest not dead because I need him. Well, we need him. The girl just died. Like he just freaking killed her. Like he doesn't care. He sees like the angel wings and stuff. She's not human. She just dead. So he walks over to Asia, and she's like horrified. Like she doesn't know what he did, you know. And so he takes out the blade, and he just cuts the chains, and he just says, "Are you all right?" She goes, "Yes, but what did you?" Everyone else that's human is safe, but she's not. She's dead. I do not like to kill, so do not worry. If it's only necessary, then I had to. By the way, people will be here soon. But I do not believe it'd be a good idea if we stay here. So, as he just like, he just grabs her and brings her, her close to him, and he just body flickers right when Issei and them get down. He didn't even need to fight no one. That's how I made it. Like, when they just see him, like, body flickering away like it's nothing. And he just added, no, not body flicker. No, he freaking flying Raijins back to his home. And, well, she's there. He basically, she's like wondering where she is and all that. He just like takes out the mask and the hood. And he just says, "You're at my place. Um, I know you don't have any clothing, so." He just walks over and he goes to his closet and he basically takes out his what? He takes out a shirt and like some sweats, and he just throws them. Like he basically hands them to her. He just says, "I'll leave." And he leaves his room. She changes. She basically comes down and into the kitchen area where Naruto's just eating, and Kushina and Minato are there. Basically they're asking how it was. He basically just says, "There's people with wings, so I killed them, and the rest were human, so I let them live." I Tsukiyomi all of them at once, which Minato just laughs at that and says, "Man, chakra and that Sharingan of yours is really powerful, huh?" He goes like, "Yeah, Dad, they are." And which she's like, "Huh?" And, so Kushina sees her and she goes, "Oh my god, dear, are you alright? Our son, explained it all, what they were doing to you." And, she explains about, like, the sacred treasure and all that she has and its ability to heal people, like, heal humans, angels, or fallen angels, or devils, and all that. And they're like, "Huh?" As basically, he just says, "Oh, quick," as Indira and Ashura just say, loves to explain in his mind. He says, "All right." So he does some hand signs. Two shadow clones appear, and they look like Ashura and not they don't look like Ashura and Indra. They act like Ashura and Indra, and they explained about what their father said. So now Kushina and Minato know that they are beings of devils, angels, and fallen angels. A bit. And that means Naruto has killed them, which is shocking. And by the way, I know this is kind of a rush thing I'm doing, because most of it's gonna be at the whole entire thing's gonna be more at school. So yeah, but anyways, Kushner just then tells her, if she needs a place to stay, she can stay here. We don't mind having you here. If you need one, you can go to school. We promise we don't really mind you. And Asia, Asin, Asia, oh my God, Asia, as say, no, I can't. I don't. It's all right. It's okay. I can find a place. And Kushina just is insisting. So Asia gives in, and they have extra room anyways. So basically, Naruto shows her to her room after he eats. And he just says, for right now, I can give you some clothes that are a little bit small on me. And all that, if she doesn't mind. And she asks, why do you have, he goes, I use them as rags, or I reuse them to make my own clothing sometimes. Or as a patch. She goes, wait, what? You make your own clothing? He goes like, you saw the armor I wore, so I made all that. You know, pretty handy. And he walks out of the room, which she is shocked by what he just said. Kushina, already gets in contact with the principal. Her and him are friends, so she explains it all. Not about the whole fallen angels things, just by like our son, helped out this girl. She has no place to stay, no family, and we're basically just gonna take care of her, and we'll like to enroll her into the school and such. And he just says, "All right, I don't really mind it, Kushina. I believe you. You're a close friend of mine. So yeah. So wait, hold on. Yeah, okay. So basically, what happens is you know, after that, he just says it's basically gonna take some time. Just give me like a couple of hours of session. She'll be in. She can come in tomorrow. We'll also send her school uniform. So yeah, and you know, so what happens is Kushina tells Asia, about it, and she says thank you, and you sure you don't, you sure you don't mind me staying? He goes like, no, not at all, and basically it was like nighttime, and when the next morning happened, well, actually at like 12 something at night, Naruto was already up. He just always works late, so he was about to go to bed when he gets a knock on, well, not a knock, more like a text from somebody, and he doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know who it is. So he goes all the way to the door and he opens it. And it's Rias Gremory and Akeno. And he just says, what's the president of the Coke Club along with the vice president of the Coke Club being here? Ladies, it's late, which Akeno and Rias are just smiling. Rias is smiling. Goes like, we know, but the principal, informed me about a certain student who's being enrolled in a matter of hours after being found by a student. And he goes, yes, Asia. We became, well, we're not friends yet, but we're becoming friends. She needed a place to stay. She was being her, somewhat lost and she couldn't find a place to live. So I offered her a place to stay. My mom insisted too. And my dad was okay with it. He doesn't mind having more company. And Naruto's just smiling. And Rias is thinking to herself, this, is he the man in the mask that saved us? Naruto Uzumaki's never one to act out. much. He's always protecting people and such, yes. So it wouldn't be strange, but there is an aura around him says danger. And Naruto just says, "Do you have her uniform? You know, with you?" Akeno says, "Yes, here you go." He takes it. Basically takes it and bows to them. Says, "Thank you. Please, get some rest, ladies. Your beater's sleep is needed." Like, he's not, like, flirting with them, but he just, compliments on the look. And he says, "Oh, yes, Rias. Just want to let you know, my mother also has red hair. So, just in case, if ever someone says red hair looks stupid or ugly, just tell them this. There's some people in the world that would consider it beautiful." And he just closes the door, and Rias is just like wondering what. Akeno does tell her about his mom having red hair, so he was just trying to be nice. But Naruto didn't walk away from the door. He's actually listening. So, hold on. All right. So he's listening to hear what Akeno and Rias say. So Rias just says, "I think he may have been the person that saved us, or at least helped us." And Akeno says, "Really? I mean, I don't know for sure, but it doesn't seem like Naruto could do anything like that. I mean, if he had that much power, wouldn't he be a sacred, gear holder, or at least somebody that we could have, make come to our side?" Which Ria says, if we knew about that, then yes. But seems like we don't know who he was, so we don't know. We can't speculate, we can't assume everything just yet. But if we find out it was Naruto, we have to make him come to our side. That's one of my, chess pieces. Which Naruto is intrigued by this. But he doesn't have time, he says to himself. So he walks all the way to Asia's room. He knocks on the door to see if she's awake, and she says, "Come in," which Naruto is in shock. She's opened up the door, and he opens up the door, and Asia is, awake still. He basically asks her, "Having a hard time sleeping?" She nods and says, It's different. You you basically did all of that, saved my life, and yeah, it's a rough day for you, huh?" And so she probably asked the question, "How did you?" I was like, "How do I know what was happening? I didn't. All I just know is I followed you to the church after your little talk with Issei. And, wow, I heard him about saying a ritual, so I thought the worst. Just glad I chose the right thing." And he just, he basically, she basically sees the uniform. She goes, "Is that?" He goes, "Yeah, my school uniform. It's the same one as Issei's. Well, the same school, I mean. So you have friends there, don't worry. We're in the same class too. But you should really get some sleep, Asia." She nods, and she says she doesn't think she. And he goes, and Naruto just explains it to her what he said. Well, this is what he tells her. He says, "I can help you with that. And before you ask, how? The same way I did to those people. But I'll put you in a genjutsu to so you can sleep at ease. Alright?" She nods, and he activates, his Sharingan, and he basically puts her in a Tsukiyomi, and just makes her, fall asleep peacefully. So he basically puts it on, like, the desk in the room. There's already furniture in there, so there's, like, a desk. He puts the clothing that's in a bag on the desk and such, And Naruto knows a few stores that are open, so he basically just, well, he just goes out. He buys her clothing and such. Well, more like shoes or sneakers. Well, basically, what school would need, have her wear, like for footwear and stuff, and that's it. And like some shampoo products and stuff like that. And this store knows him, and basically explain the situation. So yeah, they helped him out too. He didn't know what size he didn't know what size shoes she wore, so he bought like 2 to 3 pairs, like shampoos and stuff. And then he just goes, back home, puts the stuff in her room, leaves a note for her, and then goes to bed. And the next day, he wakes up. She wakes up. She sees the bag of stuff Naruto bought her on one of her school uniform. She basically tries on the shoes, and the first pair fits her. She she then basically the she didn't change, so she goes to the bathroom, does what she does, goes back, gets on the school uniform. Naruto kind of has his own bathroom such, so yeah. And then he comes out of his room after changing, along with Asia. Asia. Oh my god, I'm thinking I'm starting to fall asleep now. Like, and so he just looks at her. Just says, which pair of shoes fit? She says the first one. He goes, good. And they go to breakfast and eat. And so Naruto walks her way to the school. They chatted. She asks about Naruto more. He basically tells her about some memories he has. And he basically explained it to her about how he's 3 different people at once. One's a reincarnation version of another one, though, so it's kind of weird. But hey, it's whatever. And she goes, yeah, weird. More like crazy. He goes, yeah, but hey, it's pretty interesting. And he just smiles. And then all of a sudden, he bumps into Issei. Issei, turns around and goes like, hey, watch where you're. Oh, Naruto. Sorry about that, man. He was like, no problem, Issei. And, well, here, do you know this girl? And basically he goes, Asia, you're right. I thought that, and she goes, somebody saved me. He basically told her, don't tell no one about him, what he did. She asked why. He goes, because if they know, no one's gonna like it. Especially Issei, along with some people that may try to ask him to do something he doesn't want to do. So she's like, okay with that. Not telling no one. She basically explains that, the guy who saved her also took her to Naruto's house. Said she'll be safe there. And she's living there now. Which he says, happy. He said he thanks Naruto for, having her, stay there. And he just says, my mom insisted. And that's, he sees his friends along with a, girl named Kaguya. And he goes, basically he walks up to them and says, yo, what's up, guys? And the reincarnate, well, I'm just gonna say it. Sasuke says, hey, Naruto, what's up? Sakura doesn't, just ignores him still. Hayato says hi. Just says, Naruto, what's up? He goes like, just having someone stay at my house. They're like, and Sasuke goes like, wait, what? A girl? You? Having a girlfriend? And then Naruto just looks at him and goes like, no, I don't have a girlfriend. She just needed a place to stay, and she's been through some stuff, so we're having my mom insisted on her staying. And Sasuke just says, sorry about that then. He was, sorry about that, man. You never really had a girlfriend. He goes, yeah, I know. Hinata just being Hinata, and Kaguya just says, "Hi, Naruto." He goes, "Kaguya, what's up?" There's nothing much. He goes like, "Meh." Besides having somebody live in my house that was in danger at one point, and now she's coming to school with me. And, kind of good. Kind of not. Doesn't matter. And, they chat. Azia meets, comes over to Naruto. He introduces them to everyone. They just said, like, one person's missing. Kiba. Not a different. There's a different Kiba. There's two people with the same name. Well, last name's Kiba, I think, for one of them. Give me a minute. Yeah, it's Yoto Kiba. So basically, he's gonna be Yoto, and Kiba from Naruto's gonna be Kiba. So yeah, and she goes, "Oh, all right." So after they talk and chat for a little bit, they go. He takes her to the principal's office. The principal gives her her schedule and such, and they go to class. And Issei's still friends with his friends in canon, but he doesn't hang out with them much as he does in canon. So yeah, they kind of hate him because he met. Ooh, sheesh. So they're just mad at him because he met Ozzy already. And then Archer says she's living with me, and they get mad at him, and he just says, "Pervs, never gonna learn. They're just trash." They get even more pissed at that. They're about to cause a scene, but the teacher, stops them before they even could. They didn't even notice Naruto. Azia, sitting like right next to Naruto, and Naruto just says, just be careful of those two. And she asks why. He just says, just trust me, alright? And she nods. So, after after the school ends, Rias comes over and Rias asks Ozzy if she can join her barrage. And just for the sake of it, she agrees. Issei, goes over to Naruto, and he basically asked about the girl Rain, like, just tells him about this girl that was a fallen angel, well, just a girl that killed him, and so he came back to life, and he became a devil and such. So yeah, and also, I'm not trying to keep this a secret from you, man. I mean, we're kind of rivals and friends, so just keep on the down low. And Naruto just nods and says, "No problem." Why? Do you need my help with something? He wouldn't be telling me this, and he goes, and Issei says, "Yeah, I know, unless it's absolutely necessary and important." Yeah, it's because of I don't know if he'll come back. Come back and take Ozzy away. She's already a dear friend of mine, so. And Naruto just says, "I understand." But it looks like she may be becoming a part of part of your class, not the class, part of your after school activity. So, enjoy yourself. Naruto, pats him on the shoulder and just walks away. And so, though, Kaguya comes over because Naruto's already walking out, and he says he's gonna be in the forest to Azia. She asks why. He says he just likes to be in the forest for a little bit. He'll just wait till after the club is done, and he'll always, come and take her home and such. And she asks why. He goes like, "One, you may forget, and on the way home, well, on the way there, you might have forgotten how to get back to my place." So she goes, "Yeah, thanks." So Naruto goes in the woods, which Kaguya follows, and let's just say, she's just keeping an eye because of Asura and Indira, reincarnations and such. She's keeping an eye on him, which he's just sleeping underneath a tree. Ozzy already has his number. Because Kushina and Minato just have like extra phones and such sometimes, along with Naruto. So they just gave her that phone, which Naruto's number. Naruto gave his number to her. But anyways, that's what I'm saying though. He's basically just sleeping, but he can sense Kaguya's watching him, as he just says, it's rude to spy on somebody, Kaguya, like you want. She just says, tell me, are you, as Naruto body flickers away with a Shidori, no, not a Shidori, with lightning in his hand, and he says, what? And the Mangekyo Sharingan is activated along with the nine-tailed fox eyes. She goes, so you are them, you are, both of them then. He goes, huh? Oh, Ashura, Indira, Madura. And then she knows about Madara, so her eyes widen. She goes, wait, you're the reincarnation? She goes, yeah, go figure, right? Hold on. So, he asks, and you're Kaguya, the grandmother to Ashura and Indira. How have you been? So she just tells him about how she died in the seal and such. And she was watching everything, so she knows. And she's less crazy now than when she was. The whole entire Mitsusuki clan, they're already taken care of, like in canon, if not in like canon, like in my Naruto in high school DXD. So yeah, and well, after that, yeah, after they talk for a couple of hours and such, Azia, texts Naruto. He says he has to go, so he body flickers over to her. He grabs her and he just body Azia, and then he basically does a flying Raijin home. And yeah, there ain't really much fight scenes in this one, cause I am gonna be following the actual anime. But yeah, I mean, also I need to start working on my college work, so this is where I'm gonna go with this video. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys understand. This video is gonna be up. No, I just have to get some sleep now. Freak. Anyway, you guys just have a good night and all. Sorry this video isn't long, not much action, but yeah, trying this out. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and everything. Bye, everyone.